All right, we'll get to that. Let's start with
Yeah,
waiver
yeah,
wire pickups
sure.
because I have two for you, and I picked them both up in my league today. One of them is making a start for the aforementioned Cleveland Guardians, and that's Ben Lively. He's been really good so far. You nodded at me like, "Wow, I'm shocked that Rami, you knew who
No,
that was." I
yeah,
had
that was a good
never.
pick.
Yeah, I just assumed he's related to Blake Lively, and that's why I picked him up. But his last 2 weeks, or his last two starts, really, 11 and a third innings, 14 strikeouts, whip under eight, under point eight, under one,
Mhm.
basically, and hasn't given up too many runs. So Ben Lively, that's my guy.
I think it's a good
Starting
pick.
today, by the way. So we're recording this Sunday morning. So he might get rocked today. I forget who they're
Gonna
playing.
say they're playing Atlanta, so
Yeah, they're playing Atlanta, so a little bit risky for me starting him today. But we're gonna roll the dice with it. And if he plays well against Atlanta, you should definitely. He's gonna be on everyone's radar, so definitely pick him up.
yeah, and even if you pick him up and don't start him against Atlanta, or the start against Atlanta doesn't go well, his next start's against the Angels. So even if it doesn't go well, I'll probably just give him a pass and say it's Atlanta. Start him against the
Yeah,
Angels.
exactly.
hmm
Who'd you
No, I
got?
think that's a good pick. So my first one is Willi Castro for the
Mm,
Minnesota Twins. He's 40% rostered and carries quite a bit of positional eligibility depending on your formats, but he's third base, shortstop, and eligible or outfield eligible in ours. So plenty of versatility there. And last week he was 11 for 29. He had four doubles. And the thing that I'm really expecting from him is to eventually pick up the stolen bases. Last year, he had 33 stolen bases, and he's got just one this year. So I expect that to pick up a little bit. And he's hitting the ball really well. He's 98th percentile in sweet spot percentage. So Willi Castro is a guy. I just grabbed him in our league this morning as well. That if you need some depth or you're looking for a hot bat, I think Willi Castro fits that mold.
you mentioned the LA Angels, so I got one for you. He's 7% rostered in Yahoo leagues, and maybe this is finally who we've been waiting for. This guy over the last 2 weeks, a 455 on base, 2 home runs, 6 RBIs, 5 runs, 2 stolen bases, and I'm talking about Joe Adell
Yeah.
from the LA Angels. Like, could it finally be that this is the guy who we've been waiting for? It feels like for a couple of years.
Feels like for 10 years at this point. I mean, especially
Exactly.
with, how long we've been waiting for this guy to kind of pop off. And it absolutely could be, right? I haven't looked at his underlying stuff. Maybe I'll peek at that before we're done here. But yeah, we've been waiting on Joe Adell. He hits the ball hard. He's got good sprint speed. I think that's a good call out. He's been hot. And even if he kind of cools off a little bit and you're not anticipating him doing much, I'd still say go pick him up because on name value alone, you might be able to flip him for something, package him with someone else and, oh, hey, Joe Adell, he's hot. Maybe he's here. And so, depends on what you're feeling with him, but I certainly think he's a good pickup either way. My second guy is with the Texas Rangers, and I saw him play and he looked great, is Josh Smith. He's playing shortstop, third base as well, and 48% rostered in Fantrax leagues. And he's found a lot more playing time with when Seager went down, and obviously Seager's back, but Seager's still playing a DH role at times, and so Smith is finding starts at shortstop. And Josh Young is still out for 4 to 6 weeks, so I anticipate Smith getting plenty of playing time still. And in the last week, hasn't lit the world on fire. He's 7 for 22, but out of those 7 hits, 5 of them are doubles. So finding gaps, hitting the ball hard, that's exactly what we want out of our fantasy players. I think his numbers are going to stay consistent. I mean, that's a 300 average right there. So I think that's about where he'll live.
I have one more for you. Alex
Sure.
Verdugo was moved up in the Yankee order, and then he
Okay.
promptly hit a home run. And if you're batting cleanup behind Volpe, Soto, and Judge, despite his struggles, I think you're going to score. You're going to do some damage. And the first game with him in the leadoff spot, the Yankees score 15 runs. Coincidence? I think not. Anthony Rizzo has been kind of hot too the last couple of weeks, or the last couple of games. So yeah, but I like what Verdugo's been doing. Now I interrupt this program to bring you a
Some
fantasy
breaking
baseball
news.
question.
Oh, okay. What do you got?
I have a trade offer on the table in
Okay.
our league.
All right. Oh, ooh, I don't know.
Someone offered me for Adley Rutschman. All right, you ready?
Okay. I'm
You
ready.
tell me if this is a good enough package for Adley and Rutschman, or if it's just a bunch of crap and no real high end players, not worth it. Lars Nootbaar from the outfielder from the St. Louis Cardinals.
Right.
Mitch Garver, the catcher from the Seattle Mariners. And Ronaldo Lopez, the pitcher from the
Atlanta
Atlanta Braves.
Braves.
I feel like it's just a bunch of crap. It's like, hey, here's 3.
If you
for-
could, again, yeah, I'm not crazy about Garver right now. Nootbaar's still got a lot of room left to prove. I am buying Ronaldo Lopez though. I don't think he's necessarily a fluke. He's been really good to start the year, but certainly not enough for.
counter. Let me get rid of 2 of those guys. Get
Yeah, certainly
Lopez
not
in
enough.
here. You think I can like throw Gleyber Torres in there instead of Nootbaar and the other guy?
I don't
Like,
know if
who
I
can I?
should be giving the advice, because this is our league. I don't want to.
Oh, come on!
Don't
Don't
want
be
to.
like
No.
that. Yeah. You know what? I think
I play both sides.
I'll counter with Shohei Ohtani. He has
For,
Shohei Ohtani. I like Shohei Ohtani. No, I'm
and so
kidding.
you're gonna go Adley and Glaber for Shohei.
No, I
Or
was gonna go Adley and Adley for Lopez and Shohei. Just
oh,
Adley straight up.
no
I don't
way.
think he'll take that probably.
No, why would he take that?
No, I'm
What are you
just playing.
doing?
What if I throw Glaber in with Lopez
It's getting
and
closer,
he
but
gives
Glaber
production
hasn't
for
been.
Glaber? I know, but he finally got a hit. I know Glaber sucks so far this year. All right, forget
It's
it.
been kind of
I'm,
tough.
I'm,
Anyways, yeah.
I'm gonna close that tab out, and let's get to